world just like the news do. Why you stunting on the block? You can invest that money.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. And fighting down inside the 25. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To the air goes Daniels. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
On 1st down, Wilcox trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw is Daniels. He'll get this complete to the rookie 1st-round pick. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Daniels. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ready. 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down. It's McGee. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Okay, ready? Set. Cowboy 80.
We're scoreless after 1. second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Lions, check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Daniels. This is taken in by McBride. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Bishop.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10.
Come on. Hey, go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead. Now be opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Looking to put a drive together. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kevin Winston. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGee. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Up the middle they go. Wilcox. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Daniels. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Dragon 60. Hey, Trash.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
18 Rodwell, 18 Rodwell, 70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. Matt, Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready.
Back to throw here. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Able to push his way through. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready? Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. On 70 Timberwolves. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RP. And it's a Titans touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Titans use the short field to get in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To the air goes Daniels. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Daniels looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, Wilcox. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He finds his man complete. That's Bishop. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready up.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wilcox. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Big Lion. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's on his way. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bishop. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's McGee. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And it seems a little bit...
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McGee. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and try tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's good for our Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Blair. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Daniels. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
To throw is Daniels. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Roman Wilson from 3 yards out. And the Cards have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Daniels going to try and throw for it. That's caught. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. McGee. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Flag! Cowboy 80!
Now a give, right side. Blackburn. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready. Panthers, ready.
Now a give, right side. McGee. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for two.
Let's
The
go.
Titans will line up for the
Viking,
two-point
18.
conversion.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Daniels. He's got McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can forward and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Looking to throw. Daniels. A short one here, caught by McBride. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Bishop. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The CD always a little